actually quite happy how quickly we got. Like it was, I think, 4 minutes in between there, and we got it done. So
Yeah.
it's quite good. It's Chrisen. Is he the one that couldn't get in? I'll invite him.
Yeah. We're waiting for Chris and Swifty.
Chris has been invited. Mitra's crying. Just cope with the red flags, bro. Come on. If a red flag happens in real life, you know, when he's go karting with his pals.
He's not joining.
Who isn't?
Invite Swifty.
I have.
He's not joining. What the hell?
Someone's joined. Swifty's in. Chris can't.
You might want to tell them.
Hmm?
Might want to tell them they're 2-3, not 1-2. Because of Phoenix.
Oh yeah. So Elmo's now P9, is he?
Yeah.
And Hunnick's P10. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Other than that, we're at it.
Is everything ready again?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Hello? Okay. Okay.
Person.
The grid is correct, by the way.
Okay.
Because I can see a shrews in P3.
Yay.
Hopefully, this will be the
Stressful
last time.
times. Yep.
Yeah. But this time we should be okay. I don't think we should have any more issues, other than the game breaking by itself.
And here we go then.
Let's
No formation
lights
left.
on.
And we're away finally in Belgium.
With a good start in towards turn 1. Who's getting the lead? Seems like Hunnick has kept it for now. Can Elmo get on the outside? No, he can't. But he's spun by his own teammate.
Aye, aye, aye. Elmo down to P9. Ray in P10. Also a bad start. But Hunnick's leads from Jake Rich and Stoney.
AC talks happening later on in the Alpha Mail chat.
Jake Rich with a bad line, and he's under pressure from Stoney. And
Stoney,
the other
Mfuck and Arrows as well.
Oh, what's he?
He's gonna be 4 wide and towards.
Oh, my days!
And the camera straight. It's 3 by. It's
Jake Rich
3 wide
swarmed.
at least.
No contact.
Who's gonna stay ahead?
Look at this.
Looks like Arrows has got this one.
Lovely overtake.
Well, Stoney's staying ahead of Mitra. Can Mitra get back past? He's already up 4 places from P10. Still trying to go around the outside.
Jake
Looks like he has got it.
Mfrick now ahead of Jake.
Yeah, dropped down 1. Arrow's up 6.
And now Mitra's on the back of Jake. What's happening with Jake Rich? He's having an awful start. Stoney with an interesting line there. He's behind Mitra now.
I've just seen what Ian's put
Oh,
on social
Stoney's round!
media. I'm like,
And he's in the
"Ooh."
wall! Oh, no, he just avoided it. And he's reset the track. That's quality, man.
Nice.
Up back to this battle then. Now, Mitchell, oh, the infamous place where the crash happened in Season 2. He's gonna try and make a move around the outside, is he? Oh! Oh, they're still
Pushing
going.
Jatrix off slightly.
Oh my
Can he
days.
go back on the inside? Bus stop, can he? He's going for it. Has he made it
Wow.
stick though? Still side by side between the pair of them.
Oh, I think
Would a
Jaker just
real
got a
racing
better exit.
taking it to literally.
And Jaker just ahead for
I
now.
think he's got it.
He's got the
And
inside.
towards turn one, Lasource, has he got it? It doesn't seem like he has just yet. It's pushing Mitchell wide slightly. Who's got the better exit down towards
Oh!
slightly pushing him into a wall.
That
Giving
was close.
Swifty as well the chance to get into this, pushing each other up towards Radion.
The two Campos are right behind Jaker. He's being swarmed by them.
Yeah.
Mitra going to the right. Swifty's going to try and go to the left. They're going to be 3 wide into this breaking point now. Oh! And Mitra's nearly round. Got bumped by his teammate on the rear as well.
Is back in before.
Jaker's doing a good job defending.
Is taking the lead by 1.3.
Yeah. Well, the two campuses nearly coming together now. Yeah.
And that's another 4.5 back to yours, so he could get himself into this.
Arrows is gaining a lot of time on Hunix.
Yeah, that's at least two tenths there.
And Emfric is really close as well, only 7 tenths behind Arrows.
Yeah.
But back to this battle for P4. Jaker still holding on, keeping Mitra just behind him. Oh, Mitra actually going a bit wide. I know Swifty's gonna try and get a run on this teammate. Is he? Oh, he's actually gonna try and look for it. No, he lets him by. I think they've swapped positions.
Has been let by, I think. Yeah, that looks like he's just been let by in Blanchimont.
And now Swifty is going for the chase. Oh, he very late breaking, and they make contact. Oh, and they're round.
And that is Jaker's half spun. Thankfully, it's only half spins from them, so this battle can continue up towards turn 1.
Mitra deployed a tactical UAV to take out Jakerich. And Jaker jammed the P7.
Jatrix, run the outside though. Run the outside of turn 1.
Joris not putting
has made that one stick. Yeah, so 4-way fight.
Jakerich is now gonna try and get back.
DRS is enabled. Who hasn't got it? It's Swifty who hasn't got it, so he's going to be under pressure from his teammate behind him. Down in towards the end of the camera straight. Is he going to be ahead, or are they going to have a little bit of contact between them? They haven't.
They've swapped positions again. Oh, Jaker tried a penalty. 3 seconds added to his time.
Yeah.
Up ahead, we have a little change for the lead of the race. It's Arrows down the inside, and he's taken P1 from Hunix. Carlin driver down to P2, and he's got Emfric now 1.3 behind.
Yeah, and at the rate that Arrows caught him, seems like he's going to be overtaken very quickly.
Mitra and Swifty now, still very close, and now they're gaining on Emfric actually. Emfric dropping back a slight bit from Hunix. The gap was 7 tenths, now it's 1.1.
Who is going to come out on top of the battle? Because Mitra has got himself close enough to Emfric that if Emfric picks up another 2 tenths or so, this is going to be, what, a 7-way fight for the win?
Yeah. Emfric with a penalty, Stoney with a penalty. Penalties everywhere. Oh, Jaker trying to send down the inside.
Yeah.
Trying to do what Swifty did on him earlier, making contact, nearly spinning him. Oh, more contact. And now they're side by side and they're bumping tires on the straight. Joris is there as well. It's gonna be 3 wide, very aggressive from Jakerich defending. I was trying to bring up the penalties, but there's too much going on, I couldn't really do it. But Jakerich makes the move stick and he's up into P5. He's got Emfric now in front of him, 1.2. He won't have DRS. Emfric's actually under pressure. Oh no, he's already been overtaken by Mitro. He's going to try and retake that position now down the Kemmel Straight. He's gaining on Mitro. Where's he going to go? He's going to try and go around the outside. He's got DRS. He should get the move done. And he has. He's ahead. Whereas behind, Jay Critch being overtaken by Swifty.
Stoney's gone ahead of Way, right? So for the only place you really don't want to be in is last, because that's just really sad.
Yeah.
And especially if you're the CEO. That's even worse. Who is coming out on top? Mitro has pulled away from Swifty. It's a 1.3 gap between the two teammates.
But
Mitro's trying to go for it already.
He's still stuck behind Emfric, who does have a penalty though.
True.
Now Hunnick's got a penalty
as well.
Oh, Emfric with a really bad exit.
Down Emfric. Bad exit from him, and
they're gonna be side by side.
Mitro is gonna be ahead. Through Blanchemont. Can he stay ahead? Looks like he can.
He's ahead.
Went to the Woods bus stop. Emfric pushing him through.
Emfric
And he's back on the inside. Can he go for it? No, he can't. He's having to sit behind just for now, but he'll have the DRS.
Perhaps he let him through on purpose.
Mitro. No. They went side by side into the zone and didn't get it. Because they were equal on time. Meaning, Mitro has now got a 1.3 second gap to bridge, get past Hunnick's on track, and then he can hunt down Arrows and maybe go for a win.
See then Stoney with another penalty.
Is he up to 6 seconds now?
I think he's on 9.
He's up to 9. He's up to 9 now. Wow, okay. Well, Mitro is already breaking into that 1 second gap.
Swifty though.
Will be getting DRS, but he is pulling everyone else along with him at the moment.
Swifty right behind Emfric, sorry, pushing him practically through these next few corners. Followed closely by Jay Critch.
Yeah, 4 tenths between those two. 3, 6 if you want to be precise, is jumping up back up to 4. But at the moment, Mitro is pulling Emfric along with him, meaning it could turn into a 5-way fight for P2. That is only if Emfric can stay within Mitro's DRS, otherwise he's going to fall out very quickly.
He's once again
gaining.
Yeah,
seems like he's not going to get it.
There goes Swifty then.
Swifty. Can he go for it in towards the bus stop? No. He's trying it, but he's had to back out.
But he gets a better line through the bus stop on the exit, and he's gained a few more tenths on Emfric, and with some DRS now, he's going to try and go around the outside of turn 1. There's a change.
Mitro's trying to do the CM as well. The two teammates trying to do the same move, but it hasn't worked out for one of them.
Mitro's through. Swifty practically right behind Emfric as well. Oh, they touch!
6 of 9.
Oh, Swifty's off the track. Oh my days, and he's down to P6.
J-Trex getting ahead of Emfric as well. He's up into P4.
But here comes Hunnick's back on
Mitro.
Down the inside goes Hunnick's.
On the inside. Can he keep it? No, he can't. He's having to back out. And then...
But he's unsettled Mitro a bit. He's still close. Could he go for it here? Not quite. Not close enough.
Can he get close maybe on the exit of Nonia in towards Puyon?
Oh no,
He's going to have
Hunnick's
to try his best, but he's stuck on the curb.
Oh, really bad line. And now Jay Critch is right behind him.
Yeah.
All 3 of these guys have time penalties, so if Swifty sticks close to them, he could get past all of them on
podium.
Penalties. Yeah. But he did make that mistake up Eau Rouge earlier, so I wonder if his tyres maybe are dying off now.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you wanna have to try to hold on to them, and then realize how far you can go in the feature race. If I'm right, it's softs and mediums allowed. Meaning, if you can't make the mediums last long enough, you're gonna be in big trouble because those softs don't last very long.
So now Jake Rich on the back of Honix. Honix dropping down. Started the race in P1. It's now down to P3. As Ray actually overtakes Stoney for P9. Jake Rich with a little bit of a moment on the exit. And he's 6 tenths behind. 7 tenths now nearly. He will have DRS. But I think he's too far back to make the move into turn 5.
Yeah. But Swifty is gaining massively and is gonna go for it with the DRS open, hitting maximum of 194 in miles an hour. Not too sure what that is, kilometers. Of Amphuk on track, meaning he can push on. Might. Oh, you never know on this. Could be taking a podium on track. It's
Jake Rich on the outside.
Go side by side through No Name. Maybe slightly pushed off there, but heading down towards Puyon. Is it going to be side by side? It is. Still wheel to wheel between the pair of them. J-Trix running wide though, giving Swifty the chance to put his nose in and get ahead of Honix.
Oh my days. Not only Swifty now and Honix side by side. Jake Rich is able to pull away just about. Them two are still side by side behind. Swifty down the inside. He makes the move.
Could this be on now? This is a four-way battle for the final podium place on track at least, because at the moment seems like Swifty will be taking it.
Swifty with a really good run, but he had to lift there. Took a bad line through Blanchimont. Oh, he's been hit from behind, and he's gonna drop down a bit to Jake Rich. I think that it was either
quickly.
It was Honix or Amphuk. Mitro is gaining on arrows meanwhile. 1.1 the gap.
Swifty has 2 warnings, by the way.
Yeah. So he needs to be careful. And maybe he could be reported for that earlier bump on Jake Rich. Half spin. Jake Rich with another penalty though.
So that's losing. That's going to be losing out on not only
a lot of
podium, but I think he's going to fall down to, what would that be now? That'll be P6, maybe even P7.
Yeah. Back here, Arrow still leading this race on a second last lap, but Mitro 1.1 behind.
I'm just going to say this quickly, he's going to fall down to P8.
Yeah.
If he can't pick up the PS at the moment.
Or if others get penalties.
Honix picking up another one, he's going to fall down to only P7 now because Honix is behind him. With that 6 second. They both have 6 seconds now. Amphuk sitting on a 3 second, but Swifty sitting on 2 warnings. Need to be careful throughout the rest of this lap and the final lap. Mitro hasn't got within DRS range, by the way, of arrows. Managed that gap very well, but who's spun out? That would be Elmo, and has no front wing on that car, but with Ray and Stoney picking up Pierce behind him.
Stoney with 12 seconds
and with no front wing.
It is a second last lap, so he should probably just stay out.
It'd be his best bet to stay out, because if he pits, he's gonna lose out on being within that 12-second gap of Stoney if he gets overtaken. Anyway, but final lap of this race, Mitro has barely gone into DRS range now. Arrows managing that gap very well.
Yeah, Mitro 8 tenths behind now. This could be his final attempt, final chance to make the move work. Let's see how much
he can get it, maybe down towards Blanchimont or bus stop.
Depends on how much time he gains in the middle sector.
Middle sector is where he's been losing though.
Yeah, he does gain down the straight obviously. Gap now half a second. Behind Swifty looking for the move. Whoa. He backs out. Stoney with
trying to go
15
for
seconds of penalties now.
Even Hunnox, who was it though? Yeah, Hunnox was trying to go for a move on Amfuck again.
Right, up to P8. Meanwhile, let's see what his functioning front wing. Easy overtake.
Yeah.
Elmo nearly going into the gravel. Swifty with a
3
penalty.
second time penalty.
That's interesting.
Meaning it's even between them all. If J-Trex maybe picks up his race director, I think he was pushed off maybe a couple times, so he could get that penalty removed.
It's definitely a few moments, few collisions here and there. Mychor, 4th hence. Let's see here. If he gets a good run, maybe he could line up an overtake into the bus stop. He does get an okay exit. Gap has dropped down a bit. He is gaining.
It's less than 4 tenths. This could be a run to the line here, 3 tenths of a second in towards bus stop ahead, having the lift off slightly.
He's still gaining.
3 tenths. Can he go down the inside? No, he can't. He's going to sit behind, so he's going to have DOS. But it's a very short run to the line. Who's going to have
exit.
it? It looks like Arrows at the moment is going to have it, but up to the line, it is going to be Arrows by 83,000 of a second. Not as close as it was in Jeddah.
And Jakrich holds off 50 on track, but he does drop down post penalties to P6. Joris up to P4 at the end of all that.
Yeah, well done to him.
Yeah,
just sticking in that gap.
No penalties, and he's up to P4. A good race from him.
Yeah. Not a bad ending as well. Seems like Maicher was pushing himself on. Not too much even being said in Division 2 chart either, so that's a first, I won't lie.
Aiden Jones made an epic bingo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So at the start, 4 of those have already been crossed off, by the way. For this weekend. And we're not even in Division 1 race yet. But anyway, I was winning by 83 thousandths of a second to Maicher than Swifty and P3, even with having a 3 second time penalty. If he was only 9 tenths or so slower, he would have been off the podium to Eurus, and he's in P4, and for P5, J-Trex P6, Hunnox in P7, Ray in P8, then it's Elmo P9, and Stoney in P10 after having 15 seconds of the time penalties.
Yeah, but he does get points.
True. It doesn't show on the graphic of the game because they use the IRL point system. Whereas we don't. But anyway, who is winning in the feature race? You're going to have Maicher starting a pole position alongside Swifty. So you never know just about yet.
Campos front row lockout. That usually ends in them getting a 1-2.
Winning, yeah.
Let's see, can someone challenge him?
We're going to go to the 5 red lights on. It's 1 light, 2 light, 3, 4, and 5 red lights are on. And it is going to be... Pedal to metal, we go racing here in Spa. Go, go, go. Who has got the better start by the 2 Campos? Lads, it looks like Maicher in towards turn 1 has got it. Can Swifty maybe go on the inside? No, sorry, on the outside, but he can't. Arrows has taken that inside line on
going
him,
very wide. There's a few cars off track.
At the back, that is J-Trex running off very wide, down off turn 1, but down in towards a Rouge, and then up to Valley on. It was 2x2 there between Elmo, Ray, Mfuck and Hunnox, but they've kept it clean. And J-Trex is losing a place.
Swifty P1.
Campos, they are fighting in towards turn number 5, I think that is, but Swifty's kept P1 for now. ahead of his teammate. Well, kept it off Rouge, at least.
Yeah, interesting
and
start.
And Shatrix trying to get past Stony, but they're not going to be close enough just about yet. Heading in towards No Name now. Will anyone be close enough to go for a move here? Not a normal place to go for one, but you never know. We saw in the sprint race, moves were happening down at Puyon, so you never know just about yet where you can pick yourself a move.
Rere hunting Elmo here, very close behind Sharu's driver. 2/10 the gap.
Yeah, as they now heading towards the end of Sector 2. The battle down for P7 at the moment is a four-way fight.
Rere gets
between
a bad
Elmo,
exit.
Ray, Amphurk and Hannah. So speaking of Amphurk, he's got the better exit against Ray, the Prima driver versus the MP driver, who is getting ahead. 3 Blanchimont ahead now. It is Amphurk, and keeping it within track limits as well, but look at Arrows. Trying to go for a switchback move on Maicho. Can he go for it? No, he can't. Remember, DRS won't be enabled for another lap. And with the first lap being over 2 minutes long, you're going to think you're getting, what, 150s maybe? 155?
Stoney goes deep. Jake Rich with a lovely switch back into turn 1, and he's ahead of the MP driver. Great move. He's up into P5.
Yeah, I just want to point something out as well. Everyone's starting on the mediums except for Ray Ray.
Whoa.
And the one you thought who would get the best run has fallen 4 places already.
Yeah, starting on the soft tire, and he's had no advantage.
He's got his way to work out. You need to remember, those mediums will last those 9 laps, as we saw in the sprint race already. Meaning, you could, in theory, run them a little bit longer even, and just have us maybe a 2 or 3 lap stint on those softs.
Yep. There could obviously be some safety cars as well. We don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that is Ray going off the exit of.
On the grass.
Not
sure what happened there.
Going grass cutting.
But yeah, we have a battle for P4 now. Joris, J. Christian, Stoney all within half a second of each other.
Yeah.
Close.
Well, the 2 campus boys, they're still fighting out in front, but it's not that big of a fight as I thought it would.
Stoney is on for his best ever finish right now in Div 2 if he finishes in P6. Having only scored 1 point so far in 6 races.
The 2 campus boys pushing each other through. The thrust stop chicane though, Maicho getting on the wave a little bit too late has given him the chance of getting a good exit up towards the source now. Can he dive on the inside of his teammate? No, he can't. He's just sitting behind. DOS is now enabled. He'll have it down towards turn 5.
I think they're just trying to work together to pull away from Arrows. The gap being 1.4 behind.
Are they going to fight at all here? If they fight, they might lose some more time. Or is Swifty just going to give it up? It doesn't seem like he is. He's defending him slightly. And down in towards turn 5 they head side by side. But it's going to be Mitra easily with the DOS getting past. But can Swifty dive back down? No, he can't. He's sitting behind. Or are they playing it fairly and trying to do... If they do switch with DOS...
There goes Jake Rich up into P4. Another overtake.
Elmo as well. Losing out slightly, but then Emperor taking a 3-second time penalty.
Yep. So it's getting interesting. Jake Rich fighting through the field up into P4 now. He's got Arrows now, 1.8 in front. He's already got a 6/10 gap to Jars behind.
Yeah.
Onyx, 3 seconds time penalty. He is 1.1 behind Elmo in P9.
Down. Yeah, he's down in P9 at the moment. 1.9 ahead of Ray.
Back at the front, still it's a 4/10 gap between the 2 Campos drivers. Swifty actually getting a really good run here on his teammate. Could he go for a move into the bus stop chicane, maybe? He doesn't dive down the same way he dived down on Jake Rich in the sprint race. But then into turn 1 now. DRS activated. Mitra sets the fastest lap, 157.5. Into turn 1, Swifty sits back. He's going to get the DRS then on the Camel straight. Ray making an early pit stop, starting on the soft tyres, obviously. He will go into the mediums now.
I will say one thing. It seems like them switching back and forth has actually worked out, and they've pulled out the gap even more to Arrows.
Yeah. Arrows as well, dropping back. Jake Rich gaining on him 1.3. Meanwhile, once again, the two campuses switch positions. Swifty is now up into P1. Although, Mitra actually switches them back. They're actually fighting here. Gets really close. Almost making contact with his teammate. And Swifty then into P1. The championship leader.
Yeah, speaking of the championship, after it went to Monaco before break, it seems like ages ago now though.
Yeah.
As you had that double week break. Swifty was leading away with 169 points compared to Mitra, 18 points back after a horrendous race in Austria. Giving him a disadvantage. And there's Arrows in P3 with 123, J-Trex in P4, 108, and then it's Miles, who's not here today. The person you'd think would be here is unfortunately not, with 101. That is your top 5 thank you instructors. It is high tech, 320. Over, it's 127 to the next team, which is ART.
Elmo
Mind
back
you,
up
ART
into P7.
don't really have that much drivers.
Elmo looking to get up into P6 now on Emfrick. He's really pushing the Danish driver. He's got DRS now.
Yeah, pushing him massively. Then throws a P3 153, Charouz 145 and P4. Then it's Carlin with 126. Only 3 ahead of VAR. Then another 2 ahead of Dams. 106 for MP, 19 for Prima. And Campos with all of the work to do.
Yeah. But they are currently 1 and 2.
Yeah, they've got this all to do in the final part of the season.
They once again switch positions. Swifty looking for... He's looking for another switchback, and once again tapping Mitra's rear end. Swifty getting a penalty, actually.
Oh.
After all of that. I wonder, will Mitra let him by now? To let him extend the gap, so he can get away from Arrows, because Arrows right now is within 3 seconds of Swifty. And Jake Rich isn't far away as well. He could lose 2 positions. Arrows slowly being hunted down by Jake Rich. Gap is now 1 second. Exactly.
Yeah. Trying to get himself into this battle for those podium places, but if it looks the way it is, if, and I'm only saying if at the moment because I don't exactly want to jinx it, J-Trix picking up maybe another 5 tenths or so, he could be on for P3.
Yeah. Oh, Swifty going very wide. He's not careful, he's going to get another penalty. Meanwhile, Ray gets one. He's down in P10, last place. Making his first pit stop. First and only pit stop. It's interesting to see now which Campos will come in first when it's time for the pit stop.
Yeah. Is it going to be the championship leader, or is it going to be his main rival?
I guess whoever's leading gets to make the call, so Mitra currently holding on to P1, but now Swifty with DRS should make the move here.
Yeah, heading down and towards turn 5 again.
That's a bit far back here.
Can Swifty get past? Don't think so. No, he can't. But he is gaining on his PB, 3 tenths up so far in the first sector.
Meanwhile, Elmo gaining on Amfrick. Could he make the move here? He's
Stoney,
looking
team
for...
wanted to put slot lap, by the way.
Little half send, unable to make the move. Elmo sticks behind Emfric. Meanwhile, his teammate
So we
now,
already had...
Jake Critch, right behind Arrows. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is within
You've
DRS
had two
range.
drivers pitting. So
Yep.
Ray was obviously pitting first because he was on the softs, but then Sony, I think that is far too early because he's on to softs now.
Oh, Jake Critch got a time penalty going wide on Apu1.
But I'm just saying, Stoney, has he made this call too early? Because he's on softs now. We saw the mediums when he would last just over 9 laps.
Maybe he had
Because the
damage.
sprint. Yes, maybe he had damage, but I don't think it would last still. Because if you look at it, Ray has already pit. His tyres are 2 laps old, so he pit end of lap 4, I think that would be then. Or
Meanwhile,
not,
Mitro
3,
is
I'm not too
pitting.
sure on that one.
Mitro is in the pits. So now Swifty has all
Oh,
the
so
clean
they
air in
are
front of him.
pitting very
Jake,
early.
who is that? Arrows. Arrows pits as well.
Arrows in. Your stays out, Amphirk is in. Elmo also in.
Okay.
I think this is too early. They've only gone, what, 6 laps on those mediums?
Yeah.
While Stoney picking up his first time penalty. Eventually.
Yeah, Mitro
Supposedly he only has one.
on the pit exit. Mitro will come out in P5 on the soft tires. He's got clean air in front of him.
Yeah, so he hasn't lost too much.
Arrows behind him is 2.8 behind. Yeah. So then, let's see what sort of pace the front runners will have. Swifty will, Swifty, Jake Rich, they will all have to pit this lap then. Is the
if
undercut?
they want to cover them off, obviously.
Yeah. How powerful is the undercut around Belgium?
If I remember correctly, it was about even on undercut and overcut.
Oh, Swifty. Oh, Elmo with a time penalty now.
It just always depends, because if you pit early, and let's say you're pitting on lap 6 and you pit for your softs, and a safety car comes out as soon as you exit the pits, you're going to lose more time because they've already passed the safety car. And you'll be on the delta. Which is the only bad thing about this track, since it is so long.
Let's see, Swifty is pitting. He was, I believe, 4/10 behind Mitro, maybe 3/10. So we'll see what the gap...
J-Fix also in, Yoas in. Well, Hunnick's come in, he's not even at the bus stop chicane yet, but he has damage on that white MP.
Yeah,
he doesn't have it.
Pitting.
Will he fix that?
He almost crashed into the pit lane entry. Let's see Mitro then. He's coming through the bus stop. Where will he be? It looks like he will easily be in P1. Turns out the undercut might have been extremely powerful. Let's see now. Only now Swifty's exiting the pit box. Oh, this will be close.
It is a tighter line. Who is he going to lose out to here? Arrows is now heading through. So Mitro is through.
Ahead. Jake Rich losing out to Arrows as well.
2 seconds?
Yeah, the undercut seems to have been the way to go.
Has worked a treat.
Yeah.
It has worked a treat for Mitro. The only problem is, can he stay ahead?
He has...
Tyres will be warmer, but there'll be one lap more worn.
Yeah.
And tyre wear is moderate, I'd say, around Spa.
Yeah, but also, I think the tyre wear, there's a significant difference in F2 cars compared to F1 cars between
I'm pretty
one
sure
lap.
there is a higher difference.
Yeah. So Mitro might really feel it on the last lap. Emfric time penalty now. Let's actually look at the time penalties. There's a few of them.
He's up to 6 seconds.
Yep.
Swifty 3 seconds, J-Trix 3, Elmo 3, Ray 3, Stoney 3, while it is both Emfric and Hunnick's on 6.
Yeah, so Mitro, Arrows, and Joris, the only ones not to get any penalties yet.
Only 3, which is actually very surprising.
Actually, all 3 of them also didn't have penalties in the sprint race. So. Oh, who's that? Is that Stoney?
That is Stoney.
Yellow flag, sector
That
2.
looked like a puncture at first.
I think he might have had a spin because he's going now. It doesn't look like he has any damage.
It looked like a puncture at first by the way the car was moving. And it was just like losing that back end, if that makes any sense.
That's just his driving style.
Mitro.
Arrow's fastest lap,
What was that
157.
by? That was 25 thousandths up on his lap time?
Jake Rich now, right behind Arrows. So actually, yeah, having pit a lap later might have actually paid off. Because Swifty's also getting on Mitro. So there is definitely a difference in the tyre wear. Jake Rich gets a really nice run up Radion, and he's going to get DRS now on this long straight. A bit of elevation on it as well, and he's going to get up into P3. But he does have that penalty. He has to push now and extend that gap to over 3 seconds on Arrows to hold on to this podium position. Swifty, meanwhile, that gap is going down 1.2.
Yeah, with gap falling, the question is who is going to come out on top?
.1 now. So he is gaining more and more, but he does have a time penalty. So far Campos are controlling this race. As Arrows is trying to get back on Jake Rich, as he gets a penalty now, and now it's all even here.
It's all even. The only 2 with no penalties is Mitro and Joris.
Yeah. He's going to have to overtake Jake Rich on track now. He's going to try it into Blanchimont maybe. He gets a really nice run. He's going to have to lift here, surely. Oh, he's just taking him out! Oh no! He's bumped the rear of him. He's put him in the wall. Arrows didn't lift. He's put him in the wall. He's got no front wing. Jake Rich tries staying out, but he does have significant damage. Actually, oh, it's actually not that bad. It looked worse. I thought the whole wing came off, but no, only the end plate's off somehow. Although he hit the wall square, like directly. Yeah.
Mitro has 2 warnings.
Onyx and a time penalty. That'll be investigated by a steward.
That's him up to 9.
Major collision. And now Joris.
Mitro.
Joris pressurizing.
Mitro has 2 warnings already. Could be getting another one shortly if he keeps up this while trying to push. But it seemed like they were on the same lap, so that could have been a double warning. You'd need to see the entire lap though. It was the lap he came out of the pits. So overall you would need to see his footage back if it was a double warning or not.
Joris on his Div 2 debut, I actually believe this is. P5, no penalties, right behind Jake Rich now, who has got damage to that car. Yeah, going wide into P1, that might be a warning. To the fence now. Jake Rich does have the better straight line speed it seems, but yeah, corner ability has been reduced. Yellow flags, it's Stoney again.
That is Stoney.
It
seems like that is his favourite place to spin.
Behind, Emfric going wide there. That was weird. Into turn 1. And he's lost a bit of time to Elmo behind. Obviously, Emfric has 6 seconds, so he does need to get outside of those 3 seconds to Elmo.
Yeah.
Even
If he wants to keep that P6, that is.
Further behind Hunix now, 4/10 behind Ray Ray. He does have 9 seconds of penalties though, but he does get a nice run out of Radion. He's going to have DRS now. Let's see, he's going to try and overtake
my 2 are 2 warnings.
Ray Ray.
Yours is 1.
And Onyx is through up into P8 on track. Oh, but he spun in front of Ray Ray.
He spun.
Oh.
And that has slightly hindered Ray because he's had to back off.
Ray Ray managed to avoid hitting him. He broke. Really good awareness from him. That's Jarvis right behind Jakirch. Look at that, less than a 10th. Practically pushing him through this twisty sector. Yeah, Jakirch is just struggling with that broken wing. Let's see, Jarvis now getting a good run on him. Will he go for it into the bus stop? Looks like he's sitting back for now, but he is gonna get DRS. Yellow flag. Stoney's retired.
Stoney is out. That can't be a safety car though. We're on lap 12 of 13. Barely though.
Yeah, that was close actually. If Mitra hadn't started this lap, then if he crashed half a lap earlier.
If it was 2 laps ago or so,
yeah,
they were still on lap 11. It couldn't have been a safety car because it would have had to come in on lap 11.
No, I think in Monza was that not like 2 laps to go and the safety car came out, and only like 5 people actually caught up to the safety car. Yeah, something like that.
I don't really remember that. I don't think I was home for it. That's why.
It was a crazy race. It was wet. Troy won with like no front wing, I think.
Because I remember I came back home and I was spammed with pings. I was like, what on earth is going on? Then looked back at the charts and went,
Swifty almost within a second of Mitra now. Hunix, 12 seconds now. Yeah. Let's see, Joris Emfer could have time penalty now. That'll put him behind
Elmo. 9 seconds.
Oh, Joris had a really good run. He could actually get it done before Blanchimont. No,
he can't. He's having to sit behind.
Oh, guess
if he wants it, he'll go into the bus stop. But we are on to the final lap of the Division 2 Spa race after a couple of restarts, which can be ignored now.
Swifty.
We eventually got going.
Swifty finally within a second of Mitra, but he's gonna have to gain a lot of time in the middle sector.
Yeah, it won't even matter though because Swifty does have a 3-second time penalty, but I will remind you, Mitra has 2 warnings to his name, so in the end, you never know, could it be decided on track or penalties? As well as that, US, last time I checked, had 1 warning. I can check again though. He is on 2 now. So he's going to have to be careful as well. Yeah, he's on 2 warnings too.
Oh, breaking late there. Still behind Jakirch, unable to get past that Charouz. Obviously dropped down to P4 after a collision with Arrows. Yeah, he's struggling the most in this middle sector, the twisty part.
Yeah, seems like he's got a lower downforce settle on him.
Here Jarvis has the advantage, but he's just unable to make a move anywhere.
Ray is up to 6 seconds. He's still within Hunix. Is extra 6 seconds.
Swifty's really close now to his teammate, but obviously He does have a penalty.
On penalties.
Will he still try and
Could
send it?
Mitchell maybe run wide on the exit here, though? In
Oh!
towards bus up chicane for the final time. Across the line.
No.
Who is it going to be? Mitchell gets the good exit and stays within track limit, so it is going to be Mitchell winning the feature race here and making it a Campos 1-2.
Arrows finishes in P3. After that incident, will probably be reviewed by the stewards. Jakers on track will finish ahead of Jarvis, but obviously he had a time penalty. So Jarvis moves up to
Emperk
P4.
picked up another 3-second time penalty, meaning I think Elmo, he'll
P6.
pick up P6. Hunix on track will pick up P8, while he will then drop down to P9. Because of penalties, but overall, to think where Campus were mid-season, only with 1 point, they've just picked up a 1-2 with pole position as well. So what is that? 55. I don't know what it is for the sprint. I don't remember the results. P2 and P3 extra. So that is 22 extra. That's 77. And that will put them, well, only bring them up 1 place, yes, but they're on track already for it. But anyway, your final results from the feature race, Mitchell winning by over, it's just about 3/10 actually, with that penalty. Then Swifty P2, I was P3, US and P4 after penalties, and Shaytrix P5. I have not been able to see the rest of them because it's gone so quickly.
It was P5 Jakers, P6 Elmo, P7 then Emfric, I believe. P8 Ray, P9
Hunix, and then your non-finisher was Stoney.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if I'm right, that was also Mitra getting the fastest lap, so that'd be 78 points in 1 weekend, which is the maximum you can. No, it's not even the maximum you can pick up because you could have got an extra 5. So in total, you can get 82 points in a weekend, but to pick up 77. No, it's not bad.
Yep. That's another round complete in Div 2. Tomorrow is Div 1, obviously. Championship is very close there as well.
You don't have as many restarts.
So,
You never know. Can Aiden cross off his bingo? Oh yeah, we're not at 5 because Swifty or Mitra won. So, unless you and Callum violate half the grid, or Aiden gets hit in the end, you could be on for maybe 7. You never know yet. But anyway, that's been all from both of us here in Sparkle Division 3. Next week they will head to Baku. I'm pretty sure, half the commentators have said they are pulling a strike. Because it's Baku. Then again, I will say Monaco was better than Baku. Well, hopefully we'll win as well. But I'll let you mind off the rest of the stream. I'll be here night. So that is goodbye from me. You can